Hello LEGO fans, Bricks Unbound here with another LEGO City update. This update is for May 2017 and is update number 12. Let's zoom out to take a good look at the city. There we go. So some changes have occurred. I did a lot of work on interiors of buildings, which won't be quite as obvious in this update. I'll do a quick pan down, up and down a couple of them though. Also added on some floors, and the Vill Inn has a new roof as well. So back to the central park of my city. Just regular stuff going on down here. People looking at the fountain, have a babysitter over here, a few food vendors, and that's about it for up here. Back behind it is another soccer match going on, and today's match is Team Batman versus Team Super Villain. Looks like Killer Croc's going to be quite the goalie to try the score past. He pretty much blocks it just by standing there. And watching on the left side, we have some Star Wars characters, and on the right are my sig fig trades. So from left to right, starting at the bottom, we have Fish and Brick, Big Fish and Bricks, Big Sue Bricks, TF Bricks, Busy Blocks, then TMX Brick Notes, Brick Princess, Benny's Garage, and on the back row, AFall Man, Cool Kid Bricks, Neptune Ice, and Maniac for Bricks. Moving back from there is the Avengers Tower, where it has pretty much always been. Looking good though. There, have Spider-Man swinging between some buildings. We'll go ahead and move down this direction. So I did get the pizza truck. If you haven't got this set, you can find it for pretty cheap now. Has a lot of nice parts in it, as well as just being a pretty cool set. Looks like it missed one of the Ninja Turtles though, who's trying to buy some pizza from him, and a girl riding along on her bike. Down from there, we do have one of the Series 17 figures, which showed up in my area a little bit early, but there's still several stores who, even now, that's mid-May, have not put them out yet. There's the sandwich shop mod that I did, just combined two of them basically. I don't even think I used any extra parts from my own collection. That might not be true, but I didn't use many if I did use any at all. Fire station is in the same state of being half built that it has been for a long time. On top of the Lego store is the Steve Syndicate. So in the last update, they did rob a Lego truck and managed to actually find the piece of resistance in there. So they are now examining that, determining what they're going to do with it. And not too much activity on the street behind the shops here, just some trucks parked here, hide your vehicle. You know, just the usual criminals hiding in the back alleys. Speaking of alleys, this is still an alley. I want to put a building there. Just let me know if you have any ideas of what I should sell out of that alley. Okay. Well, that came out kind of bad. I'm not selling stuff out of the alley. I need to build a store to put here so it's not an alley anymore, then sell something out of the store. So if you have any ideas for what I should sell, let me know. So the store is beside it right now. This is the Forge, which sells medieval armor and weapons. And this is the Minecraft shop, so it sells Minecraft-related merchandise. As we continue down the street, we come upon the Avengers Tower, as well as a stack of Ninjago sets. Just ignore that. And we have Agent Coulson visiting in Lola here. Iron Man's flying by, trying to figure out why there's a car parked up on his landing pad. And Agent Coulson's talking to Nick Fury. We got this vehicle parked up here. So I did do a trade with the Agents of Mach at some point as well. I think they're in the Avengers Tower here. Well, we'll pan down the side, see if we can spot them. I think they might be a little bit better hidden though. So I did do interior detail work on this. So the top floor there is of course the little bar to hang out at. This floor doesn't really have anything in it yet. It's maybe some kind of briefing room or mission room. It's just where you come in off the landing pad. Underneath that, we have an apartment for Tony Stark. There's a couple pieces I need to finish that up, but it's pretty close. And then we have the med bay, the Iron Legion floor, as well as just kind of research and development. And then the lobby down on the bottom floor. And I think, yeah, you can kind of see Agent Brickette sitting in there. So I'll do a full video on this once I get the interior completed. I wouldn't mind adding another floor down at the bottom, maybe. Haven't quite decided. The proportions are just a little bit off from what I really want. but I still like how it looks overall, so I might not change too much. Here's the Ultra Agents HQ. Got some of them up on the roof, probably in the same place they were from the last update. And down in front we have Solomon Blaze talking to the super secret police, and it looks like Commissioner Gordon figuring out their plan. And here we go. Here's some of the Avengers. So they've moved on to the next hole of disc golf. We have Captain America way back in there. There is their target. And then Thor appears to be having some problems. Looks like he got his disc stuck up in a tree, and he's not super happy about it. I mean, he can probably get it down without too much of a problem, but it's just kind of embarrassing. And on the roof of the bike shop and cafe, we have our animal lovers. And the last update, if you remember, this animal lover here had that rabbit capture, was about to roast over the spit, but was spotted by the hedgehog. So now he's trying to deflect the other animal lover's question, just say, oh no, I'm just roasting marshmallows over this fire. I'm definitely not cooking any animals on a spit here, as he shuffles his pile of bones off to the side. I'm not sure if that guy will figure it out. He's a pretty trusting guy, so he probably won't bring up any more issues about it. Here's a look at the city from this angle. You can see all kinds of Minecraft stuff off in the distance there. That's not part of my city. That's a separate Minecraft layout I'm working on. But it lives on one of these cities, or one of the tables that my city lives on. So it has to just all be taken down and moved whenever I want to do a city update. Over along here is just the line of modular buildings that are the same as where they were before, I believe. And up on the roofs, it looks like Black Panther and the Winter Soldier are continuing their game of tag running around the city. The Palace Cement and Brick Bank right here. Nothing too exciting going on there either, except on the roof. So in the last update, this poor guy who is always mistaken as a criminal because he likes dressing as a criminal for some reason, decided to take the law into his own hands. He was going to go and capture a criminal to prove once and for all that he was not a crook. But it looks like he got foiled in his attempt by the sweeper there, who is the made-up villain in my city. He's just a small-time crook. And they're going to be escaping into the window of the Vill Inn, which, as I mentioned at the beginning, has a roof now and a third floor. So there's a look at that. I like the look at it. I'm pretty happy with it. Trying to decide if I want to put more flags here like what I've got on the lower floor, or maybe some like Nexonite type shields things there, just to give a little more interest to the side of the building. The roof's kind of plain and simple. It's got several chimneys coming out of it because the rooms inside, they're all decked out, have full interior going on here except in the very top part there with the attic. But they do have fireplaces in the room, so there's lots of chimneys coming off the top here. Some smoke coming out of that one. I need some more of those parts so I can add smoke to other chimneys there, but I'm liking the look of it. And in front of the Vill Inn, looks like the Kryptonite Interception set is here. If you haven't gotten this set, I would recommend it. For nothing else, it's a great parts pack if you don't really care much about the movie. But you can find it for pretty cheap now, like 30 to 40% off most places, so a good deal on that set. But Batman's chasing them down. I'm not really sure how they're managed to outrun the Batmobile and their shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Forklift. There we go. They're outrunning in their forklift somehow, but I guess they are. Got villains watching on. And moving down from there, the Series 17 connoisseur is, of course, at the Prehewn Restaurant, comparing their food to his own baguette. And just some people driving around the city down in this corner. Looks like some people are going out to enjoy the nice weather, do some camping. And the back alley here, looks like that scooter got knocked over. And there's Stitch. He's moved down to this building now. He usually lives in the basement right there, but looks like he's discovered a secret entrance to another one. And the last two buildings in my city are the tallest. So here on the left we have the Octane Tower, and on the right the Chancellors Tower. I did add on 2 floors to the Octane Tower, as well as slapping that logo on the side of the top floor. And I think it overall makes that tower pop a little bit more instead of just being a boring gray blob. Now it's got some color to it. And I worked on the roof. You know, I had to have some gargoyles, and of course, if there's gargoyles, Batman has to pose on top of them, so there he is. And Chancellors Tower had a remodel done on the front of it. So before the glass windows just went straight across, kind of like they do at these top floors, but now I have curved them in on the bottom floors, but I like. I think it looks better than before, a little bit more interesting there. Need some more parts to finish up the exterior, and I did a little bit of work on the interior. You can see a little, can you see the Stormtrooper back there? Yeah. There we go. He's got his meal. He's happy. So that's going to be a little cafeteria area for the Stormtroopers in this building. I have all the floors figured out, what I want to put in them. It's just a matter of getting the parts now to do it. And the time, of course. And that will about do it for this update. Let me know what you think about my city, how it's going down in the comments. I do have plans for another building, which is why at the beginning here I'm standing next to this construction foreman, so that would remind me to tell you this at the end. So I'm thinking this building is going to go right in the middle of the park here, which unfortunately does mean the soccer field will be taken down or at least moved. I really like having it there, and I like having the open place in the middle of my city. I just don't have room for buildings anymore, and I want to add some more buildings. I could do a little bit of rearranging probably. At one point I considered moving all these buildings just back a space, putting that road here, which would then just come straight up, because then I could fit probably another building or two if I put one right beside Avengers Tower and maybe one down on this corner. Not sure if I'm going to do that though. I kind of, again, like the current layout, but I do have an entire new building designed in Lego Digital Designer right now that I've been working on. I don't have the parts for it. I have some of the parts for it, but I think it would look really good right here in the middle. So soccer field might have to go for that, and that'll probably be the next major change leading up to my next update, which I might be in a completely different room at that point. I'm not moving the house I'm living in, but I think I'm going to switch what room the city's in, make this room more of a guest room, and use one of the rooms downstairs for my city, as long as I can get the fiance to approve that. I hope you have enjoyed this update, and we'll come back for more. Thank you for watching.